All right. Welcome, Camp Evergreen friends. Most of you probably listening from Germany. Editor John here, wanted to talk a little bit before this episode of the Live Transformed podcast. We're going to be talking to Benjo, who hopefully a lot of you know and have come to love, both people here at Camp Evergreen and over in Germany. His story is one of a life transformed by Jesus, where camp helped quite a bit. And I just wanted to let everybody know that he has gone back to Germany and he has started a ministry position there that requires support. And if his story moves you and you feel led to support him, we're going to leave links in the description of this video to help support him. But also, if you feel like, his story kind of feels like his, reach out to camp. We can get you in contact with Benjo. I'm sure he would love to sit and talk. Also, if you're feeling led to come work at camp for a year or 2 or 3, do it. I think all of us camp staff would say, hey, you should come on out and have fun, but also let your life be transformed by Jesus and the amazing work that you'll get to do here and participate in building the kingdom here at Camp Evergreen. So if you feel that push in your life, follow it. Don't push it aside. You might be pleasantly surprised by the moving and the working of Jesus in your life. But without any further ado, let's get to the podcast episode. Hello, welcome to the Lives Transformed podcast. It's been a while. I am the dish rack, and this is our new setup. After many years and having it set up, we finally have someone to interview. Mm-hmm. I'm joined by Benjo, or what's your real name?
My real name is Avalanche.
Avalanche? Okay. And how did you get your camp name?
I got my camp name here in the first year. And I got it because of, we play hockey in the winter a lot, and I didn't know how to skate in the beginning, so I tend to run over a lot of people and crash into a lot of borders, and rolling people over like an avalanche, and that's why I got the name. And for me, the name also has a bit of an additional meaning as well, is because I think I can be like an avalanche for people. I can like either it's something positive, like avalanche is not really positive, but I can either like bring like as an avalanche, it brings like a lot of stuff together and moves forward, and I could do that, or like as an avalanche, it brings power because a lot of things work together, or I can sometimes be avalanche in a negative picture that I just run people over and tear them down, and that's for me always a reminder of what kind of avalanche I'm right now.
Nice. Yeah, I remember you like skating around and we'd have the snow up on the nets, and then like every time you'd hit the boards, all the snow would just fall down. We're like, that's an avalanche right there.
and I also twisted Justin's knee pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
And he limped for some days. It's good times.
Yeah. So you've been at camp how long now?
3 years. Actually today on the exact day, 3 years.
Wow.
3 years ago I came.
3 years you came. Where'd you come from?
Germany, from a small town called Weilem-Schönbuch.
Weilem-Schönbuch?
Yeah, Weilem-Schönbuch.
Whoa, that doesn't sound German, but it also sounds very German at the same time. And it's, I'm guessing, near Stuttgart?
Yeah, near Stuttgart.
Classic. Every German is from near Stuttgart, but never from Stuttgart.
Well, Teresa is.
Teresa's from Stuttgart?
Yeah, Teresa is from
goodness.
Stuttgart. Yeah.
Oh, I got to interview her about being in Stuttgart.
Yeah. It's bad, I think.
Yeah, that's why no one lives there.
Yeah.
So Germany. If you had someone come and visit you in Germany, what would be the first thing you would take them to see or do in Germany?
Think going to get some donair from the donair place right across my house, and then taking them to a grocery store. I think that is the first two things I would do. From the airport to the donair, then drop their stuff off, and then grocery store.
Grocery store?
Yeah.
So what's different about German grocery stores compared to ours?
I just love German grocery stores. They first, it's cheaper, it's better quality, and they sell everything in there. You don't need to go to other stores or whatever. And I love grocery stores in every country. I could spend a lot of time in grocery stores just walking around. So
interesting.
Yeah, I would go to a grocery store.
Lives in a country full of castles and history, and the first thing you go to is the grocery store.
Yeah, no, I don't go to a lot of castles. I'm traumatized from my childhood. German parents tend to drag kids to a lot of
castles.
Yeah. And then the fun is over.
Too much history, too much castle.
Yeah.
Nice. So you've been here for 3 years. That's usually not normal for our Germans. It's usually like a year, or like summer to summer kind of thing. What brought you to camp? Like, why did you come to camp in the first place?
It's a little bit longer story. I'll try to cut it short. I did an apprenticeship in Germany 3 years. I finished that, and at that time in Germany I was more into drinking and drug and partying and stuff. And doing the apprenticeship, I kind of had to face the decision, what am I going to do with my life? Because I didn't really want to keep doing the apprenticeship. I had awesome colleagues and my bosses were really good. I just realized that I'm not meant to do this. It didn't feel right. So after the apprenticeship, I quit the job, and I always had the dream in me to come to Canada for no good reason. I thought that all of Canada is mountains, but it's not. I learned.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
It's a fun fact for everybody listening.
Yeah, Canada doesn't have actually that many mountains if you compare it to the whole country. But yeah, and I heard Sebastian is his name. He was here a lot of years ago, and he lives in the same hometown as I do, and he told me about this place. And I applied, and I knew it was a Christian place, which I wasn't really excited for, but there was also in me something, because my parents grew up Christian, and I always wanted to have a life like my parents, the way they raised us, the way they treated us, the way they treated each other. I was always like, I want this, but I won't have it unless I have Jesus. And then I said, I just want to go to Canada, but in me, I was a little bit like, that's the last shot I'm gonna give Christianity. So I came because I was inspired by my parents, and I wanted to give it a try. And camp also were super easy to apply for, and they accepted me pretty fast. And then I was just too lazy to keep looking. So that's how I ended up here. And then I came on this day, 27th of August, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I came.
And your life changed forever from that point?
Yeah, life changed forever. Not from the 27th of August, but I came here. The plan was to only be here for 2 or 3 months. That's also why Lane kind of accepted me, because I wouldn't be really involved in a lot of ministry, only running activities. And when I came here, I was pretty much the same guy. But the environment and the people here really influenced me. I actually read the diary I wrote this morning a little bit. And my first day, so before the first family camp, I wrote in there that I'm really thankful to God that I have such a great time here. And that was really cool to read, because I never thank God for anything, but already after the first week I knew that it was God, and I realized that also after the preparation week in Germany, I met all the people I'm going with, and I was really, really anti-Christian people, but God just in His perfect plan put like the perfect people in place, so that I wouldn't be like afraid, but I really had the desire to go longer. And I went home and I changed my plans that I'm going to stay a whole year, which was a great decision. And then I came here. It took really long. It took until I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, which was a really good move for the both of us. And then I remember my dad said that God has now my whole attention, and that is where I would say that a lot of stuff changed for the first time, because then also Holger, his buddies came, and one of his buddies realized that I'm like not actually a Christian, and he told me that I should just pray to fall in love with Jesus, as dumb as it sounds, but I did it. And I think the week after they left, I started reading my Bible, because I saw an Instagram reel about a guy reading his Bible, and I was like, I should read my Bible. And then I didn't know where to start. I texted Kendra, Elmo, and she texted me a really long message where to start, but in the end it just said, we can also just read it together. And then we started doing that, and from that moment on, all the Germans and the Canadians came in who were at camp at the time, and we had a Bible study basically every day. I did not attend every day. I wasn't really consistent with it, but Elmo, praise the Lord for Elmo, because she was on it, and there was not a day that she would have let us slip away. She always knocked on our doors and was like, come out, it's Bible study time. And that's where things started to change. That's where I understood the Bible for the first time myself. And when God slowly started to transforming my life. And then I met Judith. She's now my fiance. Getting married in a year. And she was also part of God's perfect plan. I think He used each other in a relationship to not fall away from faith after a great year at camp. And it was a really long, like not really slow, but it took a while. It was a process of sanctification, and it definitely changed my life, and it also saved my life.
Nice. Yeah. I remember we were building the disc golf course at the time, when you guys showed up, and we had you cutting down branches and stuff, and I remember you saying, "This is so dumb. Why am I out here in the woods cutting down branches?"
Yeah, and we did a terrible job of cutting down branches.
And then a few years later, you started disc golfing, and you're like, "Man, no stupid branches."
Yeah,
it was like, I don't know who was supposed to cut them down.
It's my own fault. Yeah, that's true. Disc golf, actually, I started loving it after I hated it.
Yeah, that was an interesting first year, because we had 5, 7? How many boys from Germany did we have?
It was me, Bjarne, Jacob, Joel, Max, and Josiah. So 6.
6 of you?
6, and then Lucas came in the summer.
Yeah.
So and then with Zabi was there as well in the summer.
Oh yeah. Fabian. Yeah.
Was a lot of guys.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys there. Which I think that was good. Like I think it was a really good group of guys, and I think you all helped build on each other's faith as well especially in the winter and the spring and stuff. I think that was a really good a God moment, seeing all those guys together.
Yeah, it was. We still meet, and we usually do a New Year's thing, and it's just don't have a lot of friends like them. I'm really thankful.
Yeah, and it's really nice because they're all back in Germany now, so you can go see them all.
Exactly.
But you also have that community in Germany already, so it's not like you're leaving here to nothing.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. Yeah, and hopefully one day we'll come back and do a pond hockey team.
Yeah, the Deutschlanders.
Yeah, and then win it.
Win the pond hockey. Yeah, battle it out against the District 5 Slugs.
Yeah. Easy win.
So, for summer, what is one story or one thing that you think was really funny, best ideas or what have you?
That was Roughnet with Iceberg and Hornet, and we were a week at the teepees. It was a blast. We had really good kids, but they were also really special in the best way possible. And we have, we had this one kid who just wouldn't stop peeing in various places, inside the teepee or in the creek while we were all walking upstream. He just stood there and started peeing with all of us watching him. That was also the week where a kid full on pooped himself, and we had to walk back. It was in the middle of the night, last week of camp, and
was it the last week?
No, the last day.
The last day.
Yeah,
I was I don't think it was the last week.
Yeah, but it was we had such a funny week. So many stories, so many. We also started barking, and the whole ref in the camp barked. We were up at the field jug and jog, the party, and it was Ignite at Mainside, so the kids were way smaller, and Iceberg gave him a pep talk that there's no crying allowed if they want to stay, and we all they really locked in, and we just had such a funny time together, and then they really bonded, all of us, and it was probably the funniest week of my whole time here. There are a lot of good stories, but the details are kind of gross. Yeah.
The one kid was just marking his territory.
Yeah, everywhere apparently.
Yeah, he probably read somewhere that if you pee, the bears don't show up.
Yeah.
That's a common myth.
But one of them is still coming back every year, and
nice.
It's funny to see him again.
So he'd be in Ignite now?
He was in Ignite this year, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. You finished 1 year, but you've been here for 3 years. So what happened at the end of your first year?
Yeah. So Courtney offered me this program. It's called the Coalition. It's where you study youth ministry and leadership. You do a bachelor degree. I did 2 years, and basically what you do is you learn about youth ministry and leadership from really great people 4 weeks of the year, and we always fall, winter, spring, 2 spring classes, and then we would always go to Kelowna for a week. That's where we have the classes, and then we all would be in ministry at the same time. Camp, church, Young Life, it was a lot of different things. Courtney offered me to be part of this, and that camp would pay for it, and I could stay here for 2 more years. And I accepted it because I had nothing else to do. And then I did it, and I stayed for 2 more years, and it's probably the best thing ever in my life. That school it helped me. Being around great people just inspired me. It helped me grow. and helped me to let go of things that were holding me back all my life. In my second year, I finally got rid of, or I didn't got rid of anything. It was Jesus who finally broke the chains of smoking and helped me to let it go. And I could confess it to Judith, my fiance, to the people here. Could confess that I lied, and it was that school really helped me in those 2 years, additionally to camp, being in this really special place surrounded by other believers. Really helped me to just full on give my life to Jesus.
Nice. So you have like a bachelor's degree now?
Yeah.
Whoa, fancy.
Yeah.
It was really cool seeing you do that through the 2 years, because I know when you started, there was a point of view, I was like, he's gonna have fun. I just don't know if he's gonna do very good with the reading and the papers and stuff. It's gonna be great for him. I just don't know how his English is gonna stand up to all
That's
this.
true. That's true. But I understood most of it. Sometimes I was sitting in class with Google Translator on, but
classic.
It worked, and
nice.
AI definitely helped with the homework. That's for sure.
Yeah, it'd be rough trying to translate stuff that's been translated from, like, doing Bible stuff, like it's Greek and now it's translated to English, and now you're translating from that English to German, back to English and stuff. There's
we thankfully didn't have to do like Greek stuff or anything.
Okay.
Homeworks were a lot easier than that. They were really gracious with us.
And then you're working at camp still doing all of that. How did you feel like that changed? Was that different from the first year?
Yeah, for sure. Especially the first half a year, I was in a really bad spot because, as I said, I couldn't really let go of the smoking in my first year, but I lied to everybody that I did. And just being the only one back from my group and being in long distance was just really hard on me. And I separated myself from the group. I was alone a lot. I wasn't around a lot of people, and I just did the work, so it's done. But I got really lonely, and I fell back in a lot of sin, sexual sin, lustful sin, all of that. Fell back and also dragged the relationship right into that with, and the first half year of my second year was really bad, and I lost the vision, the mission, why we do guest groups, and I did school just for the sake of schooling, but there was not a lot of in me left. I just kind of did it, but I was lonely. I didn't talk to a lot of people. So it was a really bad start, but God was still good, and God didn't give up on me. And then it was when I went home in the winter, when I kept vaping and stuff, and I realized that if I want to marry Judith, that I need to come clean with all what I did at one point. And God answered prayers, and He provided a great opportunity to come clean, and I didn't took it. I lied again to her, and a day later I flew back to Canada. Over and over again in that half a year, it seemed like I disqualified myself from the grace and the love of God, but I didn't. He just kept on forgiving me. And then it was on the 17th of January, God just really moved in me and made me realize that I need to come clean with all of this, and I thankfully did, and I spoke it out. I confessed. I came clean with the lie, and it was really hard, but I would consider that day the day where I became a Christian, because that was actually the first time when I let it all go, and not only part of it. And that is where chains really broke. The smoking, as I said, I flew back to Canada. I went right to Kelowna for school, and in Kelowna I was so sad because long distance, blah blah blah. I walked to a 7-Eleven, wanted to buy like a vape or anything, and I was on the way there, and I didn't hear an audible voice of God. I just knew that I had to turn around, and I kept walking until I saw the 7-Eleven, and then it was God who turned me around, because I didn't want to turn around, but out of nowhere I just turned around and walked back and started crying, and I just knew that the addiction is gone, and since that day it never came back. And I just knew, like, immediately I turned around, I was like, I don't have to struggle with this anymore. I'm healed, and I was. And then Jesus started healing the relationships I broke. And on the 17th of January, which is also the birthday from Judith, I did ruin her birthday with that. Yeah, but that is where I followed Jesus, where I started following Jesus, and then the lust was gone, the nicotine addiction was gone, the sexual temptation in the relationship, of course, it's like not gone, but like that we follow through with it was gone, and the desire to follow Jesus with all of your heart and the ability to do that because you let it all go was there. And it was from that point on, it just went closer with Jesus the rest of my time at camp.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember a little bit of the fall. I was like, man, Benjos sure seems a little bit drawn back and stuff. Which I was like, it's fair. Like, you've just your buddies that you came with have all gone back. It's just you now. So I was like, we'll give him a little bit of time. I think he'll recover.
Yeah, and I think the biggest mistake I did in that time was that I draw myself out of that great community that changed my life, or helped changing my life, and I just started doing life by myself, and then nobody knew what I was actually doing, and it just went down the hill really, really fast. Yeah,
you don't have that accountability.
Yeah,
and I think that's something, like, when you become a Christian, you're essentially joining the church.
Yeah.
And I know people don't like to say, they're like, oh, we're not church people, we're Christian but not church people, but you've joined a church, a body of believers. Yeah. So then withdrawing yourself from that all of a sudden doesn't help. It's not healthy for you, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And then summer came along. What did you do the second summer?
I got the huge privilege to do junior staff.
What's for all the people out there listening? What is junior staff?
So it is basically when you are when you want to become a staff. The first summer you get trained for 2 weeks. It's called. I actually don't know what it's called.
It's just like preparation weeks, I guess.
Whatever.
Training weeks.
So 2 weeks of training, and then you pick the rest of the summer when you come back and do cabin leading, kitchen, whatever you basically where you want to serve at camp. And I got the privilege to be the male leader of that program. I did it with Robin together. And then we prepared the program in the spring. We did the interviews with they're not kids, with like the
youth,
the teens. And that was awesome. That group was the best group you could have ever asked for. yeah, and it was a great summer. We had 2 weeks of awesome training together. We instantly grew really close as a group. We weren't too many, which was really nice. And yeah, the junior staff were great. Were really, really great, and we could build awesome relationships that really impacted me. I don't think it was like me and Robin, we are their leaders. Like, especially this summer, so many times they led me and mentored me and teach me new stuff, and that was a really, really special summer where it was a huge privilege to be part of their stories, and just see them grew so much, and being part of their lives. And yeah, I actually had to say goodbye yesterday to 4 of them: Delaney, Katie, Joel, and Charlotte, and it was tough, because we were the special thing about that group was that we weren't only a summer thing. We were all year round. We saw each other, walk together, talk to each other, and it was really good for me and really good for everybody. And yeah, Chris, Jude, Layla, all of the people who came back, especially this year, it's still a great group, and I'm just really thankful, and always just so proud to see when they work and how great they are.
Yeah, that was great, because that was also the first time I think we did the junior staff program the way we did it, because we've done it where they have like 4 weeks of training, and then they do like 2 weeks of like in the cabins and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, this was the first time, and I think it was really good. You were great leaders, and like the majority of them, almost all of them, came back for at least a few weeks this summer too, which was really sweet. So seeing you, like your impact on their lives as well, has been really cool as well.
Yeah, it's been awesome, and also their impact on my life. Like, I remember this summer, I was really frustrated that I don't know what I'm gonna do in Germany, and I was just kind of feeling hopeless. And then Katie, I was sitting actually down at the activity center at night rounds, and I was just thinking, and then Katie sat down and she just prayed for me, and that was so awesome. That was just God putting His peace right on me, and it was just crazy that like they're helping me now and are like having a huge influence on my life, and I'm really grateful for that group of people. That was awesome.
That's sweet. That's awesome. Yeah. This. Oh wait, do you have any funny stories from the junior staff?
Oh. Let me think. There are definitely a lot of funny stories. I think the funny, like, let me think. Like, there were so many funny things, but I think they're only funny to us, because if you tell them, they don't really sound funny. Like, for me, the funniest thing was when Jude, one of the junior staff, he tried to be stronger, and I defeated him in front of everybody in the mud pit. That was funny for me. Just right now I can't think really of like this one super funny moment that would be funny for everybody.
Not even the cow tongue?
Oh, I totally forgot that. Thanks, John.
That was the best one.
Yeah, first evening. Anna, if you see this, I'm sorry for your pinky. But yeah, we played the game called Ultimate Cow Tongue. So it's Ultimate Frisbee, but you switch your Frisbee with a cow tongue. And a cow tongue is like that big, and it's super heavy and strong. And I discovered if you start swinging it and then let it go, it goes way further. But it also becomes a weapon. And I did this, I threw it, and it started, like, it came, and then Anna, her cat name is Ultimate. She stretched out her hand, and the cow tongue wrapped around her pinky, and just straight broke it off. And then I remember she's coming to me, and I was really into the game, and she was like, "Hey, I don't think it will be, like, it hurts." And I just briefly looked at it, was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine," and I kept playing. And then I saw like the little group that was building, and then Robin looked at me and was like, "I think that's broken." And then I walked over and I just saw the finger, and it was definitely broken. And Anna had to walk around with like I don't know what she had, but that whole arm was in a thing for the rest of the summer and a long time. So yeah, that was the first evening of summer camps and first hospital trip and first broken bone.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of firsts.
Yeah.
But Anna's back.
Yeah.
She's come back. She's a great staff too. She's probably stronger now because of her broken finger.
It helped her.
Yeah, and she has no fear of cow tongues.
Yeah, and she got a great camp name from it.
Yeah, it is a great camp name actually, Ultimate, and it's a great story for it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is a good story. Yeah, I totally forgot that.
I just remember coming into staff meeting the next morning. Yeah, we had a hospital run, broken finger. I was like, what on earth has happened? Yeah. It's the first night.
It wasn't even dark. It was like supper, broken. And then it was really quick. It was really quick.
Yeah, that was a really good group of staff, or junior staff that have now become staff.
Yeah, they're the best.
Yeah.
Love them all.
And then you did Coalition again. You finished your Coalition. How was the second year of Coalition?
Second year was awesome. It was through and through. It was great. Which something that I was really missing the first year were my buddies. It was we had Leo and Michael here. But they both had a relationship, so and as I said, I also didn't put myself out there. I also draw cell back, and I was in the beginning of the summer for the second year. I was really praying, or for the third year, I was really praying for a friend. Actually, my dad told me to start praying for a friend. 1 week later, this weird guy shows up. His name's Dutch, and he pulled up here at camp. And he became one of my closest friends, and he stayed the year actually. And then another week later, Lucas showed up and says that he quit his job and that he's hopefully going to stay as well. And that was awesome. So I started the year already with two really close friends. God answered that prayer. I finally had really tight boys again here at camp, and then Benny came, Flower. Yeah. It was awesome with him, and then Hannes came, and of course Teresa and Hannah are amazing as well. And we were just last year here. It was just a really great group of Germans. I started the second year with getting engaged, so that was really exciting. And then it was a lot of fun. It was the last year we had a great group, we had great friends, we had so much fun. Eli was here for the fall, the Australians were here for the fall.
Yeah, the Australians.
We did backpacking, we did so many fun things, and it was finally so much joy again, and so many good memories, a good group, and just good people to be around with. It was really good.
Nice, yeah. It definitely felt a lot healthier, I think, this last fall. I noticed all the staff were a little bit more united and stuff, and hanging out together. Dutch was a great addition to the team, too. Yeah. For sure. He's got that magnetic personality. Yeah. Probably, most likely, we'll get Dutch on here in the next couple months, hopefully.
Yeah. That would be sick, yeah. He took away that awkward silence in staff meetings or whatever. Yeah. He was a huge blessing for the team, that's for sure.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, so you finished up Coalition, you graduated, and then this last summer, what were you up to?
This last summer, I did head cabin leading with Tash together, and yeah, we planned it again in the spring. We did it through the summer together, and it's been a really, really good summer.
Yes.
Yeah, we're working with Tash was everything you could dream for. We could be really annoyed with each other. That happened. We could be really honest with each other. I could be really direct with Tash, which I not always said the right things, but we worked really, really well together, and we had probably also the best staff team to work with. There was we could really focus on building a relationship with kids, because the less problems that came, the staff were just basically informing us how they solved already the problem. And this summer just been really, really, really good for at least for me and Tash. I hope the rest feels the same, but I was really, really thankful for working with her, doing that, and then 2 weeks in the summer with Sam and Lucas as well, and just the whole B team, also with Max and Anna. It was really, really good.
Yeah, this was a sweet summer.
Yeah.
Me and Lane were a little bit we got a lot of new staff.
Yeah.
Most of our B team is all German, which can go really good or really bad, because the Germans can be really, really on top of things and stuff. So hopefully they take a chill pill, join the Canadians a little bit. But yeah, it was really good. That was a really strong team.
Yeah.
And there wasn't any problems. There was no major conflicts or anything, which is really sweet and really nice. It definitely helped us really focus, like you said, on the kids.
Yeah.
And I think the kids were better off for it. And I think Jesus was proclaimed better and was able to work really good this year with the kids.
Yeah, it was I just felt so much the desire of the staff this year to share the gospel, and not having a great summer for themselves, but everyone you basically saw as I'm here to serve Jesus and make his name big, not my own one.
Yeah.
And that was, that definitely had a huge impact, because it was a really, really great summer.
Yeah. Yeah, there were some sweet things. Whose idea was it to write down churches and give it to the campers?
That was me and Tash thought about that.
Nice.
Tash and I, yeah. We just we read a book actually together. It's called Faith for Exile, and Tash and I just realized that there needs to be, and also through the junior staff, seeing the power that it had, staying in contact with them, we just knew that camp needs to recognize the boundaries we have, and also recognize that God has called people to be part of the church, and the job of a church can hardly fulfill, because we're so far away and stuff, and we do other things in the off season. So we started doing more youth takeovers in the winter, and then writing down the churches, and Courtney at least heard from one kid that showed up at Dalhousie. So
two. We've had two show up at Dalhousie.
All right.
I've heard.
Well, then even better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, we wrote it down, and we thought about midway through the summer. I wanted to change it to automatic, pre-printed cards, but Tash was like, no, they need to be handwritten. It's nicer.
Yeah. And
then I was like, fine, we'll handwrite them, and that was a good thing. Yeah. And I also heard we heard a really encouraging story from London Pit Crew. She is part of youth now in Lacombe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the youth pastor, she texted me, and that she met with her, that she's going to be part of the youth lead team and stuff, and it was just really encouraging to know at least of some campers, that they don't just hit the camp low and abandon their faith, because camp low is definitely a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we've talked about it for years, about how we can get more connection with churches and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know why we never thought of this before.
Yeah.
Like, it's because God planned it for you and Tash to figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, this is genius. This is great. We make a little announcement at closing chapel, and we have all the kids getting the churches that are nearby or in the area are connected with camp, because it really is like you have one really good week, you get that high, but then you go home and you lose it like within a couple days, like you're back into your normal routines and stuff. But finding a church with a youth group or kids programs of some sort really helps carry on the seeds and water those seeds, so we're not like the sower sowing seeds on like the ground that just like wither and die and stuff.
Yeah, that's really important. I really pray that a lot of kids that won't happen to them that year.
Yeah. And now you're flying back in like what, 6-7 hours?
No. More, thankfully.
12?
Well, yeah. I'll leave for the airport tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Yeah. So you're heading back to Germany. 3 years in Canada. Going back to Germany. Do you think you're gonna take your Canadian nature with you, like a little bit more laid back, chill, or are you going back straight to the Raus kind of German culture?
I hope not. I hope I can keep the laid back a little bit. It's also what I always say annoys me a lot about Germans, is that they take life too serious sometimes and forget to live.
Yeah.
And I hope I don't lose it. Maybe I'll just come back.
Yeah.
But that is something that I have to decide with you and God.
It's true.
Yeah.
True. Now you have someone else in your life.
Yeah.
That's quite important. That you need to make sure you're on the same wavelength with.
That is true.
Sure.
Yeah.
So do you have any plans for when you go back, like jobs or like what you want to do when you're in Germany?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I did make a lot of plans. But God didn't agree with those plans, I guess. I think this summer, while having the greatest summer I could ever ask for, I also ran away a little bit from my calling this summer, because while the summer was going on, I had to apply for stuff in Germany. What I was looking for was good job, a lot of money, and safety, basically. And the reason why I came to Canada was because I realized that this is not what I was supposed to do. This is not what I'm good at. And here I found what I'm good at and what I was made for. And this whole summer, I don't think it's like wrong for me having a normal job, but I didn't look for the job as a bridge to ministry. I was looking for a job because I was scared of the unknown. And I spent a lot of time applying, going through interviews, blah blah blah, and then the interviews were good, and I was like, oh, I already see the salary, I already see the car I'm gonna get, and blah. And the next day I always went, God, close the door. And then halfway through the summer, I think, I was standing there with nothing, and I applied as a delivery guy, which you literally had to say that you are not a criminal, and that you have a driver license, and then they took you. And I was like, oh, that was really humbling, God. And I don't have a plan when I go back. Whatever I do, I want to do it for the glory of God. And there is, I am talking to a missionary organization right now, where I would be really thankful if that would work out, because they do a lot of. It's a sports mission. It's like something like Athletes in Action, but in Germany, and they just combine. They always say they love sports, but they love Jesus more, and they combine sports and sharing the gospel, and that's kind of what we do here. Yeah, they also have a lot of camps. They function different because they are the organization and they run a lot of different stuff, and not like camp is like this organization, and it will be a little bit different. But I think being part of a mission organization will be a great start, and that is not for sure. The only plan that is safe right now is I'm moving away from my hometown, and I'm gonna move to Ulm, where Judith lives, and I'm gonna start a life there. And then we'll see what God has in store.
Nice. Did you tell the missions organization that you can play hockey?
No, I didn't.
Oh my goodness!
I didn't.
You could spearhead their hockey ministry.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I still can. I hopefully have a talk with them next week, and then I can mention it.
You got to tell them hockey ministry.
Yeah, I'm a professional hockey player.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well,
you've spent 3 years with John Taves.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. The one and only. But the overall dream is still to have Camp Evergreen in Germany, and then. But
Camp Evergreen 2.0.
Yeah.
Zwei.
Yeah, and then have partnerships and things.
Yeah, we send staff there.
Yeah.
We send staff here.
That would be awesome.
That'd be sweet.
Uh-huh.
We just need to find land. That's hard to do in
Germany.
Well,
there actually is. Like, there's a big land where it's owned by nuns right now.
Ooh.
And they have a big land, and they already do like big youth events.
Interesting.
And that would be. There are evergreens. There's a lot of forests, and
that could work.
They're because they're not getting a lot of from what I've heard, they're not getting a lot of new people joining and want to be a nun. So they're just trying to look for something what's going to come because they realize that might not go on forever. So what's going to be after that with the property, and I definitely have an idea what there could be after they're gone, or while they're still there. But what comes next?
Yeah. So if you're out there and you have a large sum of money and you want to help Benjo build Camp Evergreen number 2 in the Deutschlands,
bring it in.
Let us know. Let him know. Yeah.
That would be awesome.
We can figure something out. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
That would be so sick. That's the dream.
Yeah. So over the years here, have you seen God transform campers' lives? Do you have any stories of campers having their lives transformed by Jesus?
Yeah, countless stories. God moves big time in camp, and I think the greatest story was just Thursday evening, which was really cool because homemade jam was earlier. That means for the last chapel there was no time where it had to end.
Yeah.
And it was my last time at summer camp, and I felt like the whole week I was like, what am I gonna do with this last night? And then testimony sticks just went on for 3.5 hours. And it ended at 11:45, I think. And
wow.
Kids just kept not only sharing what they learned, but confessing, pouring their heart out, and just that was God at work, and that was a really great moment where not only lives got transformed by the power of Jesus, but like not only campers' lives, but also the staff lives, because we all were pretty tired, but like when we were all sitting there, it was just that moment where you realize it was all worth it.
Yeah.
So that was really powerful, and there's so many stories, but so many little conversations and talks you had, or maybe not even the huge transfer, but just the kid who got a little bit more curious and stuff. There were so many stories, and God moved a lot, that's for sure.
Nice. Yeah, I heard stories of it. I had gone to bed already.
Yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's wild to see, because you're sometimes during the week you're like, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, it doesn't seem like there's much happening, and then Testimony Sticks comes around, and all of a sudden kids are sharing these crazy things they've learned at camp, and you're like, oh wow, I'm glad that it's working.
It worked. It worked. Especially this last teen week, the kids were really special. Everything was just a really good ending. Yeah.
I'm glad you got that fairy tale ending to your 3 years.
It was beautiful. It was a God thing.
Yeah, you didn't spend the last evening in the hospital with someone.
No. Yeah. It was just, everybody was just sitting there and enjoyed it, and I think we all could have gone for much longer, but it was beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Nice. So what would you say to somebody thinking about working at camp? What would you
do? It right away. Do it a whole year. It's gonna be scary, and it's gonna suck leaving home, but I guarantee you won't regret it. Everybody who's looking for anything to do after school in Germany or wherever you're listening, do it. Sign up. This place is awesome, and even though you maybe don't want to leave home or whatever, this place will be your home. These people will be your family, and it's gonna be great. So don't hesitate. Sign up, and it will change your life.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Take Benjo's word for it, because I think Benjo's had one of the craziest transformations that I've seen here at camp.
That's good.
Yeah, we're gonna miss you.
I will miss you too, that's for sure.
And if you need to see Benjo, I'm sure you'll find him in a grocery store somewhere in Germany.
A what?
A grocery store.
Oh yeah. No, when I need a seat?
No, when they need to see you. If anyone needs.
Oh yeah. I'll be in Edeka. Those are my favorite ones.
Not what's Aldi? Elba?
Aldi. I always say it in like English. Aldi. Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently they're a crazy grocery store too.
Yeah, I don't like that one that much.
They're too German. They sell too many of the essentials.
No, they like more like mass stuff. I like Edeka because they have lots of and it just looks nicer. It's like all little like a dark black. It looks really cool.
Interesting. Yeah. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for letting camp transform your life. No, we didn't transform it. It was Jesus.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Yeah. And thanks for listening to us babble about camp and how awesome it is. Hopefully we'll see you all at camp next summer. See you all later.
Goodbye.